Good morning, one and all. Rob with Keith. And yes, it is Keith. And it's Keith still in Louisiana. It's not Keith. And would you have been in Wisconsin, Michigan, or
Illinois.
Illinois? You'd have been in
Yeah.
Illinois. And what about, is it maybe, 20 miles west of Illinois? I mean, Chicago, somewhere like that? Or
It's about an hour west.
about an hour west of
Or
Chicago.
hour west of the airport.
Oh, okay. Okay. And it was Midway.
So, but
I didn't catch that last part. I said Midway or
O'Hare.
O'Hare. Oh, okay. Oh, so that's a big airport there.
Hi, Darius.
What's
So
going
anyway,
on?
I'm going to be here a couple more weeks, as it turns out. It's kind of a long story. I don't know.
Yeah,
Now I think we can go over it some night, maybe early this week. But yeah,
just a whole
somebody had a little emergency, and it led to me making a decision to get off the plane. And my dad was kind of sick anyway, so.
So, do you know if they actually took off on this flight, or if they had to?
They did.
Cancel?
Yeah,
They did.
I
Not
saw
cancel.
them back. I saw that they had backed away from the gate, and before I left the airport. But
So no cancellation. Okay, that's cool.
but I did get a credit, so
You got a credit, and you're like, since Dad is sick now, if he ends up, and let's hope not, but if he ends up having COVID, it might actually be a godsend that you didn't go up there because
Right.
because you'd have been 2 weeks before
Yeah, I'd have been quarantined up there.
up there 2 weeks,
Well.
and you'd have been out of work for 2 weeks. So
Yeah. He probably doesn't have that.
Probably not.
He was vaccinated and everything. Probably back in early March, maybe, or late February. So
Now I wonder if he's had the booster.
I don't think so.
My dad's already had that, so yeah.
But if you've been vaccinated and get sick, I think there's stuff they can give you that kind of knocks it out pretty fast.
Oh, really?
Usually, yeah.
Okay. I did not know that. That's cool.
Let's see. Hope speedy recovery for my teammates. I was supposed to be in a kickball tournament this weekend, but we had to drop out because we did not have enough players. We had like 5 or 6 players test positive for COVID.
Oh, there he is.
Wow.
What's up there, Tim? And
Holy.
always,
Hey, Timmy.
we always invite Tim in. Tim is one of the jabronis from a jabroni.
Holy carp. Is that, he's thinking of those flying carp, those Chinese flying carp that come up and hit you in the boat.
Oh, yeah.
It's some typo.
Yeah, you don't have to.
What do they call them? Asian carp or what?
Yeah, something like that. You don't even
probably get banned from YouTube for even saying that, but
I don't know. You're probably all right.
I think that's what they're actually called. That's the only reason I say that.
And the thing of it is, you see, to go fishing over there, they don't even use fishing rods. They just ride their boats around and let the fish jump in for them.
Yeah, well, they do. They're jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think people have any interest in them.
I don't know.
They might be wormy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, have hammers in the head and just beat them.
I think Ohio State and Cincinnati both lose today.
I
hope that Michigan State at least gives them a really tough game today.
Yeah, let's hope
Cincinnati was playing SMU, is it, this week?
Right.
So
and I picked SMU to win this.
That would be interesting too.
Yeah, and they're on TV. They're both on TV today.
And it sounds like Texas University is kind of becoming just a dumpster fire.
It is.
And why is that? Ever since they got their own network and everything, it just seems like everything's been going downhill for that school.
Here comes Tim.
I mean, they did win that national title in, what was it, 08 or something with Vince Young there.
Yeah.
Right.
But they have been on a downward slide for the most part. I mean, they might have had a little success in a season here or there, kind of. Yeah. But they just really haven't been the top 10 type of team very often.
And I think it comes down to just basics, going to people's houses, trying to get the best athlete coming to your university. I just don't think they're getting the effort. I think once the coach sees 7, 8 $8.5, $9 million, they get lazy. Now that's the fear at Michigan State now. Tucker's going to be making $9.2 million now. He's second highest paid college coach up in Michigan State. Does he get lazy now? I mean, he's I think guaranteed 40 million. So if they fire him, he gets that money. It doesn't make a damn. What do you? Who do you guys think Mac Jones reminds you most of? Who's he remind you most of, Darius? And yesterday, I
Honestly, I'd have to watch him play in a game. I haven't really seen much of him.
Yeah,
Mac Jones reminds me of Mac Jones. He's going to be his own damn quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yesterday, I don't know why I can't get away from dumpster fire Cowherd. He had these 12.
I don't like listening to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get away from him. He said these 12 quarterbacks have their places on their team, and the other 20 teams.
Yeah. I think he just tries to be provocative.
Yeah, and he puts on there. He's got a picture of Lamar Jackson. What's Lamar Jackson? Yeah, he does a good job, serviceable, better than serviceable. Then he puts on. Then he's got the nerve to put on the Vegas quarterback, top 12 quarterback out there. He's saying, what's his name? What's the kid's name?
Derek Carr.
Yeah, Derek Carr. Puts him on there, and now I'm waiting for him to put on Jones, and Jones doesn't get thrown up there.
Darius, that's actually not a bad comparison if you're going to compare
Matt Castle,
yeah.
And look, I tell you to look at a rookie Tom Brady, but the only difference is he's throwing the ball better than Tom Brady did his rookie year. Tom Brady, his rookie year, had his pains. He had some growing pains his rookie year. Thursday night, Jones threw one right in the other guy's hand. Yes, he did. But, number one, he's got a good defense, really good defense, and Jones does. But look at the players as far as his receivers and his running backs. There are no names. There's a lot of no-name guys out there that he's got now. So, for people to say, well, he's a Belichick guy. No, Belichick's not on the field. Belichick can coach all he wants to, but if you don't have some players around him, and right now he really doesn't have a lot of offensive talent around him, and he's throwing the ball around the block on everybody. Imagine if the Bucks played the Patriots in the Super Bowl. You know what, Darius? It could happen. It could
definitely happen.
It could damn well happen because right now there's no team in the AFC I like better than the Patriots. Buffalo, no. Baltimore, no. Pittsburgh, no. It's just not a team. Chargers, no. And then I'm getting a revitalization of the Chiefs. Some people are telling me the Chiefs are still going to win the West. All I can say is they better get off their ass and start playing, not winning one game. They're going to win 4 in a row here somewhere.
And then the only other team that somebody you could really ask about would be the Browns are coming off a flat performance, but I was thinking what was I thinking? Oh, the Titans. But without Henry, I don't,
the Titans right now are considered the number one team in the AFC by a lot of people. Yeah. To me, I think the Patriots play the Titans in the playoffs. I don't think you want to be the Titans right now. I really don't because, man, I tell you, the Patriots putting pressure on quarterbacks too. They really are.
Darling.
He said, hi, darling. Yeah. She's just getting out of bed too.
But back to Texas just for a moment. If they go to the SEC, and they are going to the SEC,
right, 3 years.
Is that a much better advantage to recruiting from just being in the Big 12 where they've been? I mean, compared to I just don't know that it is. I mean, you're in a respectable conference right now with teams like Baylor and Oklahoma and stuff, but
it's all money. It's all money. See, when each one of these teams goes to a bowl game, let's say for instance, they make $30 million. Well, what they'll do, they get double share, and then they split the remaining money amongst the SEC teams. So every time an SEC team goes to a bowl game, which is generally 7 of them, 7 or 8, the money comes back to the SEC and goes to the different schools equally after, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your record is. So by having Oklahoma and Texas in there, they're hoping to have both of them in bowl games every year. And now with the SEC is wanting to advance bowl games, and they do not need to bring any more bowl games out there. We got enough. But they want to start them on the 17th or 18th of December and play one per day, until they start playing like the 28th, and then they start playing 4 and 5 a day. They do not need that. That is not what we need. We got enough bowl games already. Have enough teams eligible to play. Six wins is plenty. To me, I think it should be 7 wins. But 6 wins, if you're going to make it that way, make it that way. But I don't know. I have mixed feelings on this situation. Them going all.
Tim, as a fan of college football, when it comes to a bowl game, what is it about a certain bowl game that makes you interested or not interested in it?
I think it's recognizable teams. I mean, should the MAC really have like 3 or 4 schools going to bowl games? I mean,
maybe against other teams like themselves.
Or if they are like teams that are up and coming. I remember Boise State played in the Liberty Bowl one year, and it was considered one of the better games. So, I mean, there was one that I was trying to look at the bowl projections, and granted that'll change week to week, but Liberty was supposed to play in one game against somebody, and it looked rather intriguing. So,
okay, I know they're on TV today. They're on TV on ESPN. I think Liberty is. So, they're playing Louisiana. Lafayette, Louisiana, Monroe, one of the two, something like that. I don't know if they're any good. I think the team they're playing is 9-1.
Yeah, I think they're playing just Louisiana. I think Lafayette.
Yeah, so I think they're 9-1 or something. So that should be a good game.
To me, like a bowl game where you got, like, let's say South Florida has a good year, and let's say they're playing get a bowl game against a team that finished 3rd or 4th in the SEC somewhere. That just doesn't appeal to me, because you got a major conference team up against a school like South Florida. That just doesn't seem like there's really much, to get excited about for that SEC team in that game. And
they have no reason to play hard.
Well, right. I mean, they might lose. I mean, I've seen teams like Central Florida win those games because it just looks like the other team doesn't really care about the outcome of it so much. And maybe they do, but it's just...
It's a letdown game.
It just doesn't seem like it has the...
Yeah, because they're not playing in the New Year's Day Bowl, if they're not playing in a bigger bowl.
I always liked the Rose Bowl because it was the winner of one conference against another, so it was kind of a rivalry between the two conferences. And to me, that made it have some kind of like a playoff type of feel to it in itself.
And they still do that now. They still, even now, the Big Ten and the Pac-12 play each other in that New Year's Day game in the Rose Bowl. And,
So I kind of like those assigned spots, where where you have like the second team from this conference against the second team of this conference, and outside of the playoff teams, or the next man up after that. But
I've always wanted to see the 3rd and the 4th best independent play each other. And I mean, a lot of independents don't play each other at all. And see how that would rank as far as being a good game. And maybe even call it the Independence Bowl. They got the Independence Bowl out there. Why not?
Well, put a T in it instead of a C.
Yeah, but you can call it the Independence Bowl or Independent Bowl, whatever you wanted to, and then put those 2 independent teams out there to play. It might have a little more meaning to it too, And
who's Garrett Stubbs?
Garrett Stubbs is a catcher He came from the Astros. I think he went to the Phillies yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
they're
that's what he's
saying.
saying.
They picked up a couple players yesterday.
So who was the American League MVP?
That was
Ohtani.
That was
Ohtani.
Ohtani. Yeah.
It was
Okay.
unanimous.
I guess that's no surprise.
Yeah.
No, and then of course with Michael Jack Schmidt being presenter.
Trophy.
Yeah,
Was
Harper
he?
won.
Just got back from the shelter with our new pup Rambo. Oh, wow, Frank. So you just get him today? Just get him today?
What kind of a dog is it?
Right. I was going to say, tell us all about him, size and everything, age.
Jim, I don't know if you heard my explanation. My trip has been pushed back
Yeah.
weeks.
Oh,
Airline travel nightmares continue for me.
and for everybody, like I could just imagine what's going to be like for Christmas if you get like these airlines like canceling flights.
Yeah.
You know,
Tell him more about it, Keith. Tell him more about what happened.
Well, we were sitting in the plane, and it was they had closed the door and everything, and then there was a guy about 2 rows in front of me on the other side of the aisle that was having some issues, and it was like I think he was hyperventilating, and he was having a hard time catching his breath. So the flight attendant came up there, and I think he had said like he was having trouble breathing or something. I can't breathe, and asked if he could get off, and she said, "Are you sure?" And yeah, and so they got him off. They had to get his bag out of the back and stuff. I think it was a tagged bag, not a check-in. But
right.
then we had to wait for the medics to look at him and stuff out there, and to get a new manifest and all that. So I was thinking, well, my dad's kind of sick anyway, and I'd probably be stuck in Dallas overnight, and I just didn't want to have to go. I was already getting really tired.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked if I could get off and get a new reservation, and she said, yeah. So
how many people you reckon by the time you got off had already requested to get off? Were you one of the first?
Well, there was a couple that had a baby. I think I told you. Maybe I hadn't told you that, but real little baby. They wanted to. They were worried about getting stuck in Dallas overnight, but they ended up staying on the plane. They didn't get off, but I thought they were gonna. And then I think the thing that kept them on the plane was their check-in bags were on the plane.
Yeah.
And so I think they maybe were going to go to Dallas and see if they could get a return trip or something. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
But
now
they wouldn't have been able to that night, though. So that's the only thing. They were probably, but they needed something on their check-in bags. I don't know, it was medication or what it was. So
would you have made your second flight?
See, that was the thing. I don't know. It was going to get pretty tight. It was going to get pretty tight on that window, and
feel like spending the night in the airport.
And then I would have had to get to Dallas or Chicago and then hurry to where the buses are. I would have had like 45 minutes to get the last bus out of there, and
yeah, that's.
I just thought this isn't adding up good. I should probably get off. And if I could have got a flight out today with that credit alone that I got back, I would have done it. But I would have had to pay another $400 out of pocket or so to get out. So
yeah, no, I don't blame you. So just hold off a couple weeks.
About 2 weeks, I can just use my credit and get on the plane with maybe $50 more.
Yeah, I saw that. Darius, Mike Francesa said the Mets are better off without Syndergaard, and then Syndergaard had a reply. Said something about, "Oh, you're still alive." Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Oh, you're still living?
Does Francesa still have a show somewhere?
No, he's all he's doing now is tweeting.
Oh, I kind of got a kick out of listening to him. I mean,
he was hard on some people. Look at that, Thor.
It was funny. It was just funny.
Damn, didn't know you were still alive. Yeah, I'd heard about that. Yeah.
Well, and then there was the infamous response by Connor McDavid yesterday to John Tortorella when told him to shut his mouth about not getting calls.
About coaching.
No. Tortorella talked to McDavid about how he should change his game and how he should shut up about not getting calls. And McDavid goes, "Yeah, all right, I guess I'll shut up." Like just trying to just squash the situation. Where they tell him, "You know what? Shut up." Like he's an analyst, I guess. Yet I have not seen him because ESPN has only been doing the ESPN Plus games.
Right.
I mean, it's not until the first of the year when they get done with the bowl coverage or MAC coverage that ESPN the regular will be showing games again. Same, and then TNT will get their 7:00 game back when AEW switches to TNT or TBS. Sorry. So
he's got a pair. Darius does. How many top 20 teams lose today? Well, Darius, I'll tell you right now. We all took Georgia to win. Me and Tim picked Michigan State to cover. I don't think Michigan State wins. Tim, do you think Michigan State outright wins?
no.
No. Okay.
Hey, Darius, let us know how some college basketball is going because I haven't even looked at that.
Oh, all right. Rob, finish off, and then do you mind if I cut in for this one?
Go for it.
Okay, so they're playing the Big Ten and Big East are playing right now, and Ohio State lost to Xavier.
Okay.
Illinois lost to Marquette, and Michigan lost to Seton Hall.
Wow.
Big East is killing them. Oh,
Big East is killing them right now.
Isn't Illinois' big guy out for some reason, though?
Yes, Kofi Coburn is out for. I think he returns this week. I think they suspended him for 3 games because, of
he's an interesting player. He's like a big power forward type of guy. I wonder how good he's going to be in a pro as a pro.
Yeah.
Oklahoma. Me and Keith both said Iowa State with the 4 points. I like Iowa State to beat Oklahoma. I don't know about Keith. Keith, we're getting 4 points.
I would say that they have probably about a 38% chance of winning.
Oh, all right. Okay. See there, Darius. Prairie View, Texas A&M. Me and Harris and Anthony all took Prairie View. None of us took Prairie View thinking they're going to beat Texas A&M. I can promise you that. Purdue, we all took Purdue to cover. We all took Clemson. We all took Clemson, and they're favored by 3.5 over Wake Forest. So we're all thinking Wake Forest gets beat today, Darius. Let's see. I myself took Georgia Tech against Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame wins this game, but I think it's a touchdown or less. I don't think it's 16 points. Arkansas, all of us think Arkansas is going to get beat by Alabama. We all took Alabama, and we gave 20.5 points up. Nobody really choked up on that one too bad. And then let's see. Oklahoma State, we all took them. We all took Michigan. And we all took Nebraska against Wisconsin. Now, I don't so much think Nebraska wins this game. Tim, Keith, what do you guys – I just think they cover. I just think they stay –
I forgot what the spread was on that one, but
9.5, Nebraska 9.5.
Yeah, that was the thing. That's just a little too many points, I think, for that.
Yeah, I think Nebraska –
Tim locked up on us there, froze up on us too. We'll get him back in just a
He's
second.
in the middle of the word Nebraska, I think.
Yeah. So we'll catch him back. Here comes
There
Tim.
he is.
Here's Tim.
No, I think it's doing that thing that it did last time, so I'll move over to my
All right.
desk.
So
We're trying to focus so much.
you think Nebraska covers then,
Yes.
but you don't think Nebraska wins.
No, I don't see them winning, and unfortunately, one of the things will be next week will be I think Scott Frost will be fired.
Yeah, he could be. Frost could
I
be.
would, for some reason, I would like to see Nebraska become a powerful team again.
Well, I think everybody in America wants that because then they can rekindle their rivalries.
Yeah, Oklahoma rivalry especially. Yeah. Darius, SMU, and Cincinnati. Keith, Keith took Cincinnati. Now, they're 12-point favorites against SMU. I actually like SMU to actually straight out win this game. Tim, I don't know about Tim. He may just think they're going to cover the 12 points.
Who covers?
SMU
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
because we're going with the trends that Cincinnati has not been able to cover, so that's why I went with SMU.
And I'm going straight up too. I'm going straight up. I think SMU beats them. I think they march into Cincinnati and beat their asses today. Texas San Antonio, we all took them. Pittsburgh, we all took them. BYU, we all took them. NC State, we all took them. Baylor. Tim took Kansas State today. He likes to see this upset against Baylor today. It's a pick'em game, so Tim is seeing that Baylor. He thinks Baylor gets beat at Kansas State. Tough place to play, no doubt about it. Auburn, South Carolina. I think South Carolina keeps it close. I'm not sure South Carolina can win this game. 7.5. I thought that was too much. Auburn. They lost a couple players today. I just think that South Carolina keeps this game close. We'll see within a touchdown. Oregon, they're not even favored. Tim says Utah wins straight up. I like Oregon to win. I don't think they need 3 points. Keith took Oregon. I don't know whether he thinks they're going to outright beat Utah or not. They're 3-point dogs, number 3 in the country. I think they outright beat Utah. I don't think
that's a toss up to me.
I don't think they need the points. I really don't.
I do think Oregon will probably win, though. I mean, they do have that guy that's projected to be the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah, and then Ole Miss and Vanderbilt. Me and Keith both took Vanderbilt, but I don't expect Vanderbilt to beat Ole Miss. It's 36.5-point dogs. I'm counting on them keeping it within 25. How about you, Keith?
I just threw them a little respect because they covered against Kentucky was all. Yeah, I mean, I just looked up. I can't. How many points was that? 36.5.
36.5. You don't think Ole Miss is going to lose to Vanderbilt?
Well, I mean, Ole Miss might beat them by 30 or something, but I don't think
But you don't think Vanderbilt has a chance to win this game?
Oh no,
I don't think so either. So
that would be a huge upset. That would probably be bigger than I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know, but Kansas against Texas was considered a big upset last week. But then again, Texas is something we were talking about already, and they just seem like a dumpster fire right now. But,
yeah. Purdue against Northwestern is going to be at Wrigley Field. I did not know that.
At Wrigley Field?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Illinois played Northwestern there a few years ago, and they had to go the same direction all the time because one end zone was up against that brick wall, and they were afraid somebody would get hurt.
Right. So it had to be the defense going that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are they going to put like padding over it or something, or what? How are they combating that?
Since then, they played a game and they put the field the other way, the way it used to be when the Bears played there, along the left field line. And I think it squeezed in there a little better there.
Okay.
Which of these teams is best fit for Javi Baez? Blue Jays, Yankees, Mets, Cubs, Tigers.
Although I think when the Bears played there, I think the end zones were only like 9 yards deep, right? Maybe 8.
Yeah. Darius, any of them that can calm him down. The Mets are too much of a zoo, so I'll say not the Mets.
I say the Cubs give him an offer, whether or not he takes it or not. I mean, that'll be up to him. He knows that fans love him there in Chicago. I mean, I think he's very popular with the Cubs fans. But if he wants to win again, he's going to have to probably go somewhere else.
Right. If he wants to win, he's probably going to have to go to the Yankees, go to the Red Sox. I don't know how serious the Phillies are yet. We got to see. Phillies have not been serious since Dombrowski's been there. But they've got a good talk. But they've had a good talk for the last 10 years, and they've had nothing. So
Detroit might be a good fit for him.
Detroit's acting like they're going to spend some money this year. If Detroit spends money, they finished third, right?
Yeah.
Detroit finished third last year. If they spend some money, get some pitching, Yeah,
Baez is a good player. He does strike out a lot, but there's a lot of guys that strike out a lot.
yeah.
But he seems to make a lot of dramatic things happen in big moments, and he has a really good knack at doing the right thing when he's on the base paths. Makes good things happen there to get extra bases and stuff. And
Now,
his defense can be highlight reel worthy almost any day.
Now, would I want him on the Red Sox, Darius? No, I do not want him. I think he causes more problems than he's worth. That's just my opinion. I would not want him. I would much rather have Marcus Semien at a reduced price any day of the week. Marcus Semien's he's not gonna demand the money that Avi Baez demands.
Is there a chance, do you think, any of you guys, that Bryant and Rizzo could reunite with the Yankees somehow?
Chris Bryant go to the Yankees? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I think it's more chance they could end up going back to he could go back to Washington. Rizzo could go back to Washington, and then Bryant follow him. I think there's a better chance of that happening than them going to both to the Yankees. Bryant,
Washington.
Nationals.
Well, Rizzo went to the Yankees, though.
Yeah, but he's a free agent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you said back to Washington, but was he there one time?
Oh, no, that's right. Rizzo was the
Schwarber was there.
Schwarber, that's right. Was Rizzo over there? No,
I don't think so.
No, I think there's a better chance he could go to Washington. There, Schwarber's talking to Washington again too. I see. So
I think Rizzo was with Boston and then went to San Diego and then to Chicago.
Rizzo was in Chicago. Let's see, he won't ever at Boston, was he? Rizzo?
I think as a prospect.
A Yankee.
Well, he is now. Yeah.
Before that, though.
Before that,
I think he was a prospect with the Red Sox that got traded to the Padres and then traded to the Cubs. I'm not certain on that, but that seems to be what I recall.
Maybe. Paul Pierce offers ironclad proof he never pooped his pants. Oh my God.
Okay. How would you prove you've never done that?
I don't know. Ask our man Big Don. Yeah.
Like that's whatever. Just some basketball analysts trying to have fun, I think.
Yeah. So today, the upset of the day, Keith, is, you tell me. The biggest high profile team you think outright gets beat. Tim, either one of you can pop in here.
SMU over Cincinnati.
I agree. I think SMU beats Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that they win that one.
But I guess the higher profile would be if Michigan State beats Ohio State. That's bigger, I think.
Yes.
But
and then the Rose Bowl is contacting Ohio State if they can go to the Rose Bowl. Maybe.
Yeah. What did you do on that Arkansas-Alabama game again? Did you go? You went with Alabama?
We all went with Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah, the cover was like 20.5.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah,
20.5, and nobody even yelped at that.
No.
Georgia Tech over Notre Dame would not be a life-changing moment here. I don't think.
No.
What kind of team does Texas Tech have this year? Did they have like an offense that does anything?
Get finished before that. Then there was a thing for Texas Tech this week. Go for it.
Go ahead, Keith. What was you saying about Texas Tech?
Well, I was just asking what they have.
They must have something. Okay, they won on a 62-yard field goal, but that was not the big story last week. So the big story last week was the Texas Tech radio announcers calling out the league president by name and telling them that their officials were horrible. And then they went on to proceed to give out all the officials' names, and including the replay official, and got not phone numbers.
Oh,
briefly. But they did call them out by names, tell them, if Texas Tech loses because of the officiating. They got a response with, "You will not be calling next week's game on the radio." Yes. I listened to the whole thing. The three parts on Twitter, and I don't have Twitter, but you can still pull it up. But
Right.
yeah, no, they got suspended for 1 week. I don't know if they're going to send in backup announcers or they'll just go dark. Like what NBC did the one time with the pro football, like the Miami game, and have the scoreboard announcer guy essentially give the play-by-play.
Yeah, I remember that. That was back in the 80s, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The no announcer game. Was that one at Shea Stadium?
No. I don't know where that one was at. That might have been at Miami at the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, the Jets were probably playing in the Meadowlands by then. And it seemed like it was a grass field, as I remember.
Yeah. There's video of it on YouTube.
The Orange Bowl, that used to be before. At one time, that was artificial, wasn't it?
I don't remember it being artificial. It definitely wasn't artificial for the Super Bowl that was there for Super Bowl III.
Okay.
Because that field got chewed up hard.
Yeah, that's right. For that one, it was. But it seemed like they did have artificial in there for a while, for a little while.
If you figure it didn't come around until the 60s or 70s, the original AstroTurf.
It might have been one of the first teams, huh?
No announcer game, 1980, December 20th, 1980, was the Jets and the Dolphins. Experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that didn't.
I just remember it was kind of boring.
Yeah, as most are. Well, there was also one where the power went out at the stadium, and they didn't have PA announcer, and they didn't have the announcers, and then they had to go the old school route where the umpire or the judge would hold up his hand to constitute 5 seconds on the play clock. That's what they do in high school football around here.
Yeah, they do it too. They do it here too.
I'm surprised. Go ahead.
They do like this for 10 seconds, and do like this for 5 seconds,
Okay.
and it'll be the back judge. So it'll be the one right there playing behind the safety. And once they do that, you're inside of 5 seconds. You better hike it ball quick, or chances are they're going to delay a game. That way, if it's not kept on score, like on little things at the end of the stadium, but even if it is, it's run by his clock.
Mm-hmm.
It's run by his. It's not run by upstairs. So he can start it when they want to because it's only 25 seconds in the state of Virginia. It's not 30. It's only 25 seconds. But change the possession, which is stupid as hell. You punt a ball. Okay, you punt a ball and it goes out of bounds. Let's say at the 40s. As soon as they spot that ball, and it starts the clock again.
They're not playing around.
I don't like it. That's change the possession. At least let them. Yeah, I see Amari Cooper's got COVID. I noticed.
Yeah.
Can anybody tell what is right to the right of my head on the image there?
That is paints up on your. You got some paints. You must be a painter.
No, it looks like printer ink.
No.
He paints. He's got paints.
No, it's not paint.
He's an artist. Keith is an artiste. If you notice, that is not. It looks like a what do you call it behind him? A wood where you burn wood in a fireplace. It's not a real fireplace. He actually drew the picture behind him right there. That is that's a photograph behind Keith right now. Keith is actually in a rubber room.
Those are actually empty.
He's in a rubber room inside the airport.
Those are actually some empty saline bottles I had found lying around, or nearly empty. That I had all over the apartment, in the different rooms, and I just was gathering them together, and I just never got them to the trash yet.
Oh boy,
4 of them up there.
He just noticed them up there. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna ask what."
Yeah, they've been there for months, probably.
Tim, right on your forehead there. How you like our Jabroni Network sign?
Yeah, it's a nice stamp.
It's nice. It's although I do say that the Post-it note was kind of cool, but this is
this is official. PJet did this one. Yeah.
Is he like a graphic designer or something?
He did worked on signs and stuff for people, so for stores and different things.
Okay.
He worked at one of those fast signs places in New York, and now I think if he had the opportunity, he'd love to go find him maybe even a part time job.
So, something that's going to probably have an ugly answer to it, Rob. How many points do I have in YRL right now compared to the leader?
Oh, let's see. After 3 races, I got you.
I know it's not going to be good.
Did you see the 4th race?
No, I didn't yet.
Oh, okay. He's got a little something to watch in, doesn't he, Tim?
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't stick around for much of the 4th race anyway. But did Rob win?
Rob won.
That's why you texted me about you need to watch.
Right. Are you kidding? I want you to see my win. Oh, yeah.
Oh, here. I was hoping maybe I won, but
No,
I looked. I had scanned through the video to the end, and I saw that it wasn't me. I can't remember who it was. So.
It was me. It was me.
It was you.
Keith did not see the end.
I just looked at the card. I didn't hear you say who it was. I knew it wasn't a red car.
Should I tell you how you finished the last race?
No, just tell me how many points I have.
All right.
If you can.
All right. Let's see. I should have them back in yonder.
I mean, if you don't have it calculated right now, don't worry about it, Rob. I'll see if you got it there.
You didn't do real well the 4th
Well,
race.
of course not. How have you been doing, Tim, on the racing?
I haven't paid attention. It's just something I follow for fun here. But
yeah.
Let's see. After 3 races, let's see if Keith is on here. Is Keith on the top 20? No, he's not on the top 20 charts.
Okay.
Tribe. Is Tribe on here?
probably
That's
not.
enough of that then.
No.
All right.
I was tied for 14th, and then I won, so I got 50 more. So
tell me,
42. So.
Is there any chance you think someday that YouTube is going to say anything about wearing a shirt like that? Like they're going to say that's offensive or anything?
Please,
they might.
They could, but if they start regulating what people wear, then we might as well go over to Vimeo or something like that.
Yeah.
Because that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Hey, look, then I'll tell you what. If they regulate that I can't wear it, then I should tell them that they can't have it on their image search.
Right.
That's all. I'll make that exchange. Like you tell me I can't wear this, then I can tell you that you can't have their images.
Well, I bet you that they have recorded past baseball games with the Indians playing.
Of course they do.
MLB's
got
and Redskins games.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah. No, they would never, like, unless it's like really offensive and has a whole bunch of curse words on it, a logo is not going to trip there,
Which quarterback today will have the best passing stats? Pittsburgh plays Virginia, don't they?
Yep.
That's probably it. Man, you're going to see them running up and down the field on them. That's a good chance. That's a good chance on that one.
How many yards do you think that SMU guy will throw for?
Well, I'll tell you, for him to win today, you got to throw for at least 350. I would say.
I would say so too.
And Oregon tonight, that guy, their quarterback will be throwing too. Oh yeah, they're going to be throwing the ball all over the lot. People are saying, well, they're going to have to play Utah again in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Yeah, that might be different, but I think Oregon wins this game. Who else is going to be throwing the ball around it? All around it a lot. A&M probably will be throwing it. Oklahoma's going to try to run much as they can. They got to. Their quarterbacks are in disarray. Yeah, they're in. Ohio State. Ohio State can run.
I heard
for 400. They could throw for 400 today.
Michigan State's pass defense is a little porous.
The worst in the nation, 131 out of 131. Yeah, they are bad. They're going to actually, I'm even understanding that they may even put in a receiver as their quote, middle linebacker. as their middle linebacker and play him back in the middle of it, and let him just kind of zone out.
That would be so Ohio State to do that, i.e., Chris Gamble. When they put him as
Michigan State's going to do that.
No. That's so Ohio State, not Ohio. Actually, they did put their fullback Zach Boren as a linebacker a few years ago. So, but Gamble turned. It was sort of like a joke. They kind of did it at practice, and they ended up covering pretty well. And they kind of put that in their back pocket. And then when the Wisconsin receiver was kind of beating them a little bit, there you go, get out there, and he turned it into a 10-year NFL career.
Kenneth Walker, 228 attempts, 1,483 yards, 17 touchdowns. Right now, I think he's a Heisman Trophy winner right now. He needs to go out today, run for at least 150 yards. They need to
he gets 1,800 yards in a season. I can't see why they wouldn't give him the Heisman.
Yeah, if he's got to run for 150 today. And when I say that, they cannot lose by 15, 20 points. If they do that, that's his Heisman.
Yeah, if he has a real big game today, he might lock it up.
Yeah, he could. But the Pittsburgh quarterback, I ain't gonna say Walker can lock it up today, even if they beat Ohio State, because Pittsburgh. I'd say the Pittsburgh quarterback right now, Lockett, is ahead of him. I would say he is, but Walker he's got the national stage today.
All right, Darius. As a joke for athletes, quote unquote, former athletes in the YRL, I almost don't want to say it. All right, I'll say the result. The guy who did not give his urine test from home. Yeah, as a YRL athlete. Let's see who else.
Bailey Zapp, most quarterback yards this year. 4,100 yards. Yeah, but they throw the ball 50 times a game almost. Yeah. Nearly 50 a game.
So he'll be an O'Brien finalist. That's for best quarterback, right?
42 touchdowns. How about that shit?
Yeah.
42 touchdowns. In fact, they've averaged throwing the ball 56 times a game.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you've played 10 games so far, that's 417 yards a game.
David Klingler scoffs at that stat, though.
Yeah, didn't he throw for 720 one time?
Yeah, the infamous SMU game in '89.
720 yards one game.
Yep.
But it was like nobody was covering each other. It was like it was two-hand touch football or playing flag football with. It was like men playing against kids. It was terrible. I watched part of that and I was like, you know what, this is a disgrace. It really was. But now you can scrub them off in line a little bit. You can hit them off in line a little bit. There's things you can do now and then you got teams now playing more zone than ever. And that's what Michigan State's got to do today. They got to play zone, and they got to mix up Stroud. I think he got a legit chance of winning this game today. I really do.
Yeah,
Stroud's been mixed up more than one time this year.
If you throw Stroud off his rhythm, it's a definite possibility. Look what Penn State did.
Yeah.
They
just didn't have any offense to back it up with. Michigan State, especially if they're able to run 8, 10, 12, 15 plays on a drive and keep them sitting down, they have a legit chance. We're going to know 10 minutes into this game if Michigan State's heads into the game or not, which I don't see why it wouldn't be. You're on the road. You have nothing to be thinking about other than the game.
Just as long as if they kick a game-winning field goal, that stupid kicker doesn't do that, who's circling the guitar thing, like they did the one year that that Michigan State beat Ohio State. Like that was. Ugh.
Well, guys, I tell you what, I am going to. I've got some good news from my mom. She actually found my dad's wallet. It's been missing for about a month. Oh God, he loses hearing aids like fucking. I lose candy, out of my pocket. And she said, I found some hearing aids of his too. I'm like, oh, good gosh. So wherever he lost him, she's found him now. So I'll go in there and see if I can get him running.
Knock on wood, they're just batteries needing replaced.
That's all. But there it is. The problem is he just says I lost like a kid, you know. And,
Yeah.
But this is the golden part right here. You give my man three TV remotes. You may as well go and just say, okay, let's put one in the living room. Let's put one in this bedroom and put one in this bedroom. Now let's start the TV.
He's got those in the wrong room.
He's always switched all over rooms. So mom was in there. She said, Dad has messed up the TV. He's messed it up bad. He's messed it up. I said, okay, what did he do? The volume is turned way up, and he won't turn it down because he doesn't have his hearing aids. So I go in there, and I pick up a thing, and I go, I say, how old's the batteries, Mom? I just put them in, Bob. Okay. So I go in the other room, and I go gather all of the remotes, all of them from Comcast, and I bring them in there. I'm just like, okay, you're number one. And I go click. And the TV goes off. And all of a sudden, it's like I'm a damn magician. Oh my God, what did you do? What did you do? I said, okay. So I said, okay, you know, a magician never gives up his tricks and all. I said, I'm going to do this just for you, especially for you, Mom.
So
1, 2, 3 remotes. One of them goes for this TV, not all three of them. Oh, so if I take this one and it doesn't work, ding, 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 right. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, line them up, bring them all to one room, and see which one works. Once you find it out, turn the TV off with it, leave it there. Go to the next room. You got a better chance. You got a 50-50 chance of cutting the TV on with the first one. Go click. If it doesn't work, pick the other one up, go click. Once it works, go volume up, volume down, turn the TV off, and then go to the other one.
Yeah.
Now, the next one, I'm going to give you a better than 99% chance that it works because it's only one left, and you're going to the last TV. It should click on and click off, but boy, oh my God. Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to show you what if this shows up. Well, this is the remote for Uverse television.
Okay.
So thankfully, it had been 10 years since I got cable and I had the same remote. They used to have like the DVD, TV, and all that across the top.
Oh, yeah.
But because they wanted to make it idiot-proof, they decided to cut all this off. Trust me, I'm happy now that I don't have to use my TV remote to turn on and off my TV anymore.
Right.
So they programmed it.
You don't have to keep 3 of them side by side no more.
Nope. The only thing I have to use the TV remote for now is if I want to watch Netflix.
Oh, I got you.
And knock on wood, my Roku is going to be coming within the next month or so. So now I can get my HBO Max on my TV instead of watching it on a laptop.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
and you can probably get this on your TV.
Yeah, I could. Yep. That was part of the original, unless I completely botched a way to upgrade the smart TV, which I doubt that I could do. They have the old HBO Now instead of HBO Max.
Yeah.
So,
well, I don't know what I'm going to have planned up today. I don't really know. I know it's supposed to get high of 51 today, so it's chilly outside here. But I'm going to find out what Darlene and I'm going to find out what the parents want to do today, and whatever they want to do, we'll probably do. If not, if we don't do anything, I'll probably be watching, especially early football. Most of the early games are the ones make a difference today. The noon and 3 p.m. games, 7 o'clock tonight. Not really.
I have 72 here.
Well, I don't have anything to do until I could watch a hockey game at 4 o'clock on NHL Network, but the Blue Jackets don't play until 10 because they played so poorly. But thankfully, they were playing the Coyotes and
who are they playing? They playing the Sharks tonight.
No, they're playing Vegas.
Vegas, okay. I know the Oilers are playing late tonight. They're playing 10 o'clock tonight. They're playing the Blackhawks, so
yeah,
playing the Coyotes would be a nice night off almost.
You would think, but then they decided to play that kid Wedgwood in goal, who's been pretty decent, but ain't got much support. Well, they scored 4 goals and still lost.
Who lost?
The Coyotes Thursday night.
Oh yeah, I know they've won their second game now. I already saw that they've won 2 now, so they've got 5 points.
Jackets played absolutely poorly. Like they had a kid Danforth that came up from Cleveland, or came down from Cleveland, I guess you could say. But like he scored a goal, and then like a minute and a half, they got lazy and didn't clear, and the puck pops up and lands right on the stick, and before the goaltender can react, it's past him. I'm like, oh. So,
all right, guys.
All right.
We're on for Tuesday night.
Yep.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Keith may be home anyway. I don't know if he'll be online or not, but he'll be on at least.
I should be. I got that hooked back up, so
we're all good.
I had remembered the camera. I had it in the bag. It was on its way up there.
That's cool. That'll be good. Even whatever week you end up going, you can still do it then. So that'll be good. Yep. So we'll be back with you Tuesday, guys.
How many Thanksgiving games are there this year? 3 again?
3.
There's always going to be 3. You're going to have your CBS game, you're going to have your Fox game, and you're going to have your NBC game.
12:30 Eastern, 4:00 Eastern, and 8:15 Eastern.
Right. Yeah.
And the Lions will be.
Lions always play. The Cowboys always play.
And then the night games usually a mixed bag.
Is the Lions playing the Bears this year?
Yes. Lions are playing the Bears. The Cowboys are playing the Saints. Or the Raiders. The Raiders.
Yeah. Cowboys playing the Raiders?
Yeah, the Saints have the night game.
Dallas, a 7-point favorite right at the moment. And the Bills play the Saints, and the Bills are favored by 4.5 in the Superdome.
Yes.
Yeah, but that could still change because
Bears favored by 3.
Anybody could get hurt. Anybody could get hurt this weekend too. So Tuesday night. Tuesday we will definitely have some early. We'll have early NFL games. We'll have to definitely be keeping an eye on too. So our Tuesday night for our Thursday day games. So.
And then also you'll have Thursday and Friday college football. Big time Friday college football.
Right, Virginia Tech with a new coach.
Yeah.
So
we may pull a couple
extra special games that's like for different kind of trophies or whatever for state versus state.
All right, that'll work.
The football team gets a Monday night game next week.
Who does?
The football team.
Yeah, look who they play it.
Seattle.
In Seattle, right? Do they play it?
It's in Washington.
Oh, is it?
Maryland, I guess.
Yeah, we'll bring our little, something like that.
That's great.
Buzz Droopy, whipping, youping. I'm so happy.
Ron, you did it. You did a good thing there. That was a really.
We'll be on probably tomorrow, guys. Who knows? May even be on tonight if there's some upsets. I may have some of the guys on here. Who knows? Till I'll see you again, Keith, Tim. I am Rob. You all have a great day, and God bless. Bye-bye.
All right.